So it's looking like we about to get a Frank Martin versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Sometime I believe in the late spring, early summer, around like maybe May or June. If I had to take a guess, I would say June because they don't want to have a fight so close to when Canelo fights in May for the Cinco de Mayo. So I'm assuming it's gonna be June, like sometime maybe the first week of June, something like that, for Frank Martin, Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. I did make a prediction already because I felt like this was gonna happen. I said these are gonna be one of his opponents, and I made a Rayo with Tank prediction because first everybody was saying it's gonna be Jose Valenzuela, who's a harder puncher than Frank Martin, but he's not as skilled as Frank Martin. But it wasn't him, and reports are saying through Mike Coppinger that Frank Martin, the Ghost, is Tank's next opponent, man. And on my prediction, I had Tank stopping him, man. I had Tank stopping him late to the body. But the thing is, though, remember I kept telling y'all, man, you know, when you go around cherry picking, eventually something's gonna go wrong, bro. We saw that with Canelo and Bivol. Bivol, to me, was a cherry because there was a lot of dudes at 175 that Canelo could afford that punch hard and everything, but he didn't pick them. But then again, when you think about it, Bivol, I think he was maybe a cherry as far as his power. They picked the power cherry, put it like that. But they knew Bivol was a mover, so in a sense, man, that was it was going to be a rough fight for Canelo anyway. So in a sense, I'm not sure if that was really a cherry pick. If then, like I said, if it was somebody at 168, he picked around Benavidez, and it would be like a cherry. You know what I'm saying? So as far as Tank is concerned, Frank Martin to me is probably a slight of a step up. Way better than Ryan Garcia, way better than Isaac Cruz. Frank Martin, he's not a real big puncher, but he has some power. But he has good counter skills, a decent jab, and he can move. He has good IQ. Only thing with Frank Martin, man, he started boxing a little late. You know, so Tank is gonna have the skill advantage over this dude. He definitely got the power advantage. Cause he's gonna have most of the advantages over him. And to me, both of them are patient fighters. I think it's gonna be a chess match for the most part until maybe Tank figures them out. I think both of them gonna figure out each other. Because you know, you gotta understand, they both had sparring experience with each other. Word is Frank Martin hurt Tank in sparring. That was what the word was. But then you also heard Tank hurt him in sparring. So it's like, you know, until I see footage, man, I don't know what to fucking believe, bro. It's always gonna be, Tank hurt him or Frank hurt him. It's gonna always be hearsay. Okay, so I don't think is it a pay-per-view worthy fight? I mean, to realistically speaking, no, not to me. Frank Martin's never been a champion. I mean, he came off a few good wins. The win against the Arthur dude, I can't pronounce his name. It was it was a little shaky. He got the 12th round knockdown that kind of sealed the deal for him. But in all honesty, man, they picked Frank Martin, I guess, because they feel like, oh, now they can't say we don't fight black fighters. I don't know if that's why they picked him, but other people wanted to see him fight like a Rayo. And my thing is this, yeah, Rayo can punch, but I think he would have made easy work out of Rayo. I don't think he's going to make easy work out of Frank Martin. It's not going to be as easy as everybody. I've seen comments, he gonna run through Frank Martin. No, he ain't. I don't think he's going to run through Frank Martin. He's not going to run through Frank Martin. It's going to be late. He's going to catch him somewhere to the body and probably put him down. But don't be surprised if this shit goes different, bro. If Frank end up outboxing Tank to the win and then wins the WBA belt. Because Tank is the WBA email champion of the world at 135. So I believe there's always that possibility that Frank Martin can outbox him. Tank depends on, he depends on you to come to him and fuck up, make a mistake. I don't think Frank will do that. And if you can't come to him, then Tank is going to come to you. And then when he comes to you, then you got chances of countering him. So I'm saying, Who knows, bro? This to me, this is a step up fight for Tank. It's not the step up that we wanted to see like a Dev or a Shakur, but compared to these last guys he been fighting, man, Frank Martin is definitely better than all of them. So we'll see what happens when we see whenever everything get finalized, announcement, where it's gonna be. I already did a prediction, go check it out. Uh, Finally a decent fight right now for Tank, man. But hopefully, uh, Devin is somewhere this year for him. Because out of his own mouth, he wants to fight Dev. That's what he said, right? A while back, like a year and some change ago, I want to fight Dev after he fight Kambosos. Dev done already fought twice already after Kambosos. So at this point, we can only hope for Devin and Tank fight. But it's all fantasy, bro. It's all fantasy, and it's a long shot. Because for some reason, it seems like he just don't want to fight this guy. He's spooked. I think he's spooked by Dev, bro. Then go for Shakur. Shakur got a belt. I want to see that then. That's more realistic than Shakur fight. Because Shakur's in his weight class. You know, so we'll see if he go after Shakur. Because he did say he wanted to fight Shakur too. He said Shakur was on his hit list. All right. Go get him after you go get Frank Martin if you win. All right, so we'll see. Let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment. This your boy Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. And I'm off this.